I want to talk today. I want to talk to you about the law. I want to talk to you today about the first law of the 48 laws of power. And that is never outshine the master. Now, if you are a high performer, if you are a dedicated worker, you stick to yourself and you thrive on succeeding, you will break this rule every job you work at, every position you work at. You're going to break this rule, and you're not going to do it intentionally. You do it by the very nature of who you are as a person. You thrive on being successful, not to outshine anybody else, but you do it because you thrive on it. You have a high standard for yourself, and you don't do it to make other people look bad. You don't do it to thumb your nose up at people. You just do it because that's who you are as a person. You have a high drive for success. Now, it's going to cost you if you're not aware. Even if you are aware, it's going to cost you. So you have to learn how to play the game. With somebody with high success drive, you want to make sure that in order to not break this rule, you want to make sure that you give credit to anybody above you. Because if not, you're going to make other people look bad. You have a tendency to make other people look bad. You have a tendency to outshine the master, as it says. And you do it in good faith, but it makes people envious. It makes people jealous, and it puts a big target on your back. I know from personal experience, this is why I can speak on this. I have unknowingly outshined the master, and I didn't realize what I was doing until I read the book, The 48 Laws of Power, and I read the first law, and it made sense why I was hated on and people were envious of me and jealous, and jealousy followed me. And I never understood, why do they hate me? All I'm doing is doing a good job. That's why, because you're outshining them. And unfortunately, you're not doing anything wrong. The problem is they're insecure and they have a big ego. That's all it stems from. It's one big ego trip. You are better than them. And guess what? You've earned the right to be better than them, because something that all high performers have in common is they have accolades under their belt. They have knowledge under their belt because they're self-starters. They love reading. They love figuring out how to do things, and they love figuring out how to do it seamlessly. They want to trim the fat. They like making processes better. High performers are an asset to any company that they join. Unfortunately, these high performers rarely get managed correctly, and that's the sad part of it. So they go from job to job, and if they play their cards right, they can move up into a manager position, a director position, area supervisor position. But if not, they're going to stay stuck at a certain level, and they're going to wonder what's wrong with me? How come I'm not progressing? It's not that you're not good at your job. It's not that you're not capable. You're purposely being held down by the people above you that don't want to see you succeed. So for people who are high performers, I highly encourage you to pick up the book 48 Laws of Power, read it, and start implementing it. Not to be manipulative, not to be conniving, but to protect yourself. It's a ruthless world out there. So this is a little bit about the first rule, the first law: never outshine the master. Thank you.